Okay, good morning, friends. Now, in the morning session, we have to discuss about the water. It is a wonderful liquid. So, as we know that the water is the main component of aquatic environment. Also, we know that that is 3/4 of the Earth's surface is covered by the water. That is fresh water, that is drinkable water, which is found frozen in the ice cap at the two poles in rivers, lakes, and ponds. Some amount of water exists in the form of water vapor. As we know that the life is impossible without water. Life is impossible without water. Water play important role in control of climate condition. The water in seas, that is in ocean, it absorbs the heat as well release the heat. It helps to maintain the atmospheric temperature by keeping it cool as well as warm. All living organism depends on the water. It provides a medium for chemical reaction in a cell. As we know that the water is a good solvent and most of the substances are easily soluble in water, and hence they are transported from one part of the body to the other part of the water through the water only. As we know that our earth depends mainly on the rainy season to maintain the quantity of fresh water or drinkable water. Also, that is ocean plays very important role in maintaining the water cycle. Almost 90% of the water evaporated from the ocean and returned as the rain to the sea or ocean, and remaining 10% helps to maintain the ecosystem on the earth. Now, water pollution. We discuss about the water pollution. So, fertilizers and pesticides, okay, farmer can use, and pesticide, that is fertilizers, also dissolve with the water. So due to this, some percentage of this substance are washed into the water bodies. Sewage from our village or the town or the cities, waste from the some factories, industries, okay, throw the water in polluted water in a river or the lakes. Another, there will be point, there will be some industries that use water for cooling in various operation and later cause thermal pollution. Another things, water released from dams also cause the thermal pollution. So all this affects the balance between the various organisms. Water pollution, to cover the some effects, like first one, that is undesirable substances. Which are the undesirable substances? That is chemical fertilizers, that is pesticide. All these are undesirable substances. It goes into the water bodies, okay. And that is poisonous substance like a mercury. Mercury is also a poisonous substance, okay, and which are used by in a paper industries. And this could also be disease causes organism like the bacteria which cause the cholera. Another one, that is some substances, that is removal of desirable substances from the water bodies. Dissolved oxygen is used by the animals as well as plant, okay, they live in a water. Now any changes, it reduces the amount of this dissolved in oxygen, okay, it adversely affect this aquatic organism. And some nutrients, it will be exhaust from the water bodies. And change in temperature, that is thermal temperature, okay, suddenly changes in temperature, it will be dangerous for them. That is eggs and larvae also killed due to the suddenly changes in the temperature. Now mineral riches in the soil. As we know that the outermost layer of our earth is called the crust, and the minerals found in it supply variety of nutrients to the organism. Initially, these minerals bound up in a huge rocks are broken down into the fine particle of the soil. Now some factors are responsible for the formation of the soil. So sun, water, wind as well as lichen of some living organism are responsible for the formation of the soil. So first we take the sun. Now during the daytime, sun hits off rock and hence rock expand. And during night time, these rocks cool down and contracts. Since all the parts of rocks do not expand and cool at the same rate, and due to this result, the formation of cracks and ultimately the huge rocks break up into smaller pieces. Second one, water. Water helps in the formation of soil in two ways. First one, water enters in the crack of rocks and it will be expand. Second reason, that is fast flowing water. It often carries big and small particles of rocks downstream. And as these particles rub against each other, becomes smaller and smaller in size, and finally it converted into smaller particles. And third one, that is wind. Strong wind also corrode rocks down, and wind also carries soil particle from one place to other places. And fourth one, that is lichen. It is a living organism. Okay, it can be grow on the surface of the rocks. So while growing, they release certain chemical substances that cause the rock surface to powder form, okay, and make the thin layer of the soil. Thus, organisms play important role in the soil formation. Now, since the beginning of the 19th century, it has been established that plants absorb minerals from the soil. It has been informed that some elements like the carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, calcium, sulfur, magnesium, iron, manganese, zinc, boron, copper, and molybdenum. These are important minerals for the body structure as well as function of living organism. Remaining certain other elements such as aluminium, sodium, silicon, chlorine, cobalt, okay, all these elements are found to be essential for the healthy growth of plants as well as animals. So here that is main, that is in addition to this, men utilize minerals for certain industrial process. So here up to this we have to finish this first session, okay, and from tomorrow we'll start the geochemical cycle. Okay, biogeochemical cycle we will be start. Okay, thank you all of you.